Yes, madam. If you wish me to remain your true and ardent lover, you must deign to give me some more positive assurance. All of this suspense is quite beyond endurance. If your heart shares the sweet desires of mine, show me as much by some convincing sign. And here's the sign I urgently suggest, that you no longer tolerate Alceste, but sacrifice him to my love and sever all relations with the man forever.
Why do you suddenly dislike him so? You praised him to the skies not long ago.
Madam, that's not the point. I'm here to find which way your tender feelings are inclined. Choose, if you please, between Alceste and me, and I shall stay, or go accordingly.
Yes, madam, choose. This gentleman's demand is wholly just, and I support his stand. I, too, am true and ardent. I, too, am here to ask you that you make your feelings clear. No more delays now, no equivocation. The time has come to make your declaration.
Sir, I have no wish in any way to be an obstacle to your felicity.
Sir, I have no wish to share her heart with you. That may sound jealous, but at least it's true.
If, weighing us, she leans in your direction.
If she regards you with the least affection.
I swear I'll yield her to you there and then.
I swear I'll never see her face again.
Now, madam, tell us what we've come to hear.
Madam, speak openly and have no fear.
Just say which one is to remain your lover.
Just say one name and it will all be over.
What? Is it possible that you're undecided?
What? Could your feelings possibly be divided?
Enough! This inquisition's gone too far. How utterly unreasonable you are. Not that I couldn't make the choice with ease. My heart has no conflicting sympathies. I know full well which of you I favor, and you'd not see me hesitate or waver. But how can you expect me to reveal so cruelly and bluntly what I feel? I think it altogether too unpleasant to choose between two men when both are present. One's heart has means more subtle and more kind of letting its affections be divine. Nor need one be uncharitably plain to let a lover know when he loves in vain.
No. No, speak plainly. I, for one, can stand it. I beg you to be frank.
And I demand it. The simple truth is what I wish to know. And there's no need for softening the blow. You've made an art of pleasing everyone, but now your days of coquetry are done. Your only choice now, madam, is to choose. For I'll know what to think if you refuse. I'll take your silence as a clear admission that I'm entitled to my worst suspicion.
I thank you for this ultimatum, sir. I may say, I heartily concur.
Really? This foolishness is very wearing.
Must you be so unjust and overbearing? Haven't I told you why I must demur? Ah, here's Eliant. I'll put the case to her. Cousin! I'm being persecuted here by these two persons who, it would appear, will not be satisfied till I confess which one I love more and which the less, and tell the latter to his face that he is henceforth banished from my company. Tell me, has such a thing ever been done?
You'd best not turn to me. I'm not the one to back you in a matter of this kind. I'm all for those who frankly speak their mind.
Madam, you'll search in vain for a defender.
You're beaten, madam, and may as well surrender.
Speak. Speak you must, and end this awful strain.
Or don't, and your position will be plain.
A single word will close this painful scene.
But if you're silent, I'll know what you mean.
Madam, with all due deference, we too have come to pick a little bone with you.
I'm glad you're present, sirs, as you'll soon learn. Our business here is also your concern.
Madam, I come to visit you so soon again only because of these two gentlemen who came to me indignant and aggrieved about a crime too base to be believed, but knowing your virtue having such confidence in it, I couldn't think you guilty for a minute. But having such telling evidence and rising above our little difference, I hastened here in friendship's name to see you clear yourself of this great calamity.
Yes, madam. Let us see with what composure you'll respond to this disclosure. And you lately sent Cloton this tender note.
And this one for a cast you also wrote?
You'll recognize the handwriting, sirs. I think the lady is so free with pen and ink. I think you know it all too well, I fear. But listen, this is something you should hear. How absurd you are to condemn my lightheartedness in society and to accuse me of being happiest in the company of others. Nothing could be more unjust. And if you do not come to me instantly and beg pardon for saying such a thing, I shall never forgive you as long as I live. Our big bumbling friend the Viscount, oh, what a pity he's not here. Our big bumbling friend the Viscount, whose name stands first in your complaint, is hardly a man to my taste. And ever since the day I watched him spend 3/4 of an hour spitting into a well so as to make circles in the water, I've been unable to think highly of him. As for the little Marquette, in all modesty, gentlemen, that is I. No. As for the little Marquess, who sat squeezing my hand for such a long while yesterday, I find him in all respects the most trifling creature alive. And the only things of value about him are his cape and his sword. As for the man with green ribbons, it's your turn now, sir. He amuses me now and then with his bluntness and his bearish ill humor. But there are many times indeed when I think him the greatest bore in the world. And as for the sonneteer, here's your helping, sir. And as for the sonneteer, who has taken it into his head to be witty, and insists on being an author in the teeth of opinion, I simply cannot be bothered to listen to him, and his prose wearies me quite as much as his poetry. Oh, be assured that I am not always so well entertained as you suppose, that I long for your company more than I dare to say at all these entertainments to which people drag me, and that the presence of those one loves is the true and perfect seasoning to all one's pleasures.